I love my song. All right. Actually, that's a nice card. Take what resonates and discard what doesn't. I'm Whitney Moon. Welcome, everybody. We're going to do some general messages today. Weird. Okay. This stuff tingles my lips. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Enough with the peppermint. Fucking Burt's Bees, people. Should we start possibly with the dice? Let's do this. Okay, first message. Here we go. Hello, everybody in the chat. There seems to be a few of you. Here we go. Here we go. We haven't even started yet. Spirit believes somebody is in danger. Okay, so I kind of feel like if you've been a witness to something, they're trying to intimidate you out of not saying something or, you know, going away quietly. Somebody wants you to go away quietly. They don't want you to expand. Like maybe you're talking on a very sensitive subject about something. And, you know, these would be those people, like if you were speaking on like women's rights or something, or, you know, schmishmorshins. It's like somebody, it's like a protester, you know, somebody standing out there for a good cause, you know, saying how they feel about something. Because there's a doctor checkup here. Trying to control everything. They don't want you, it's almost like somebody doesn't want you doing something. They want to control what you're doing. And whatever information you know, they don't want you to say anything. But it's one of those things, like, we're a witness to things for a reason. When you witness something, you're the witness for a reason. The universe put you there so you could see that, so you could do the right thing. You know, like, don't be the cop in the town that fucking turns the other way, right? Iconic scene, but in this episode of Moonshine Tarot, awful, right? To be told something and to look the other way is not ignorance at that point. That's just straight up Satanism. Like, that's just straight, you're just running with the devil and you fucking want everybody to know about it. And the devil's here twice already. Capricorn energy. With this house of pleasure, somebody just, they're acting like you're doing something like this because you just want to. You just want to go and fuck with people. They're acting like you are a them. Right? And if that's how they feel about situations, that's how they expect everybody else feels. So clearly you're dealing with some type of narcissistic energy that lives in a very small world and believes that their four walls are it in the world and they know everything and you can't tell them any other, and like the know-it-all entitlement brat energy. Okay, so they're sitting around assuming that you're just doing this to go and fuck with people when really you're doing something because if you don't, people might die. Right? People might never get saved if you don't find them, if you don't see them, if you don't investigate, if you don't, right? People are relying on you. And that's why this intimidation tactic is bullshit. Really? Usually people who are out there saving other people are the ones who have been fucked with their whole life. Okay, that's why they're out there saving people. You really can't intimidate somebody who's already been through it all. And I think we went through that on a reading the other day where it was this person can't intimidate you through pain anymore, right? So if it's like somebody who's beating you up, you're just numb to it now. You're like, what are you going to keep doing? My face is numb. I don't even feel your hits anymore, right? Because it's a sense of control. People use their anger to control. Right? And then you get scared, you back up, you don't do anything. But protesters, especially, all right, they're usually fired up collective, fighting for a better world. Okay. And those collective will get pepper sprayed, they'll get punched, they'll get beaten, they'll get hosed, and they're still screaming no. Okay. What's that saying? What are we walking for? Justice or something. And when are we gonna get justice? I don't know what it is, but it's like, those people, you can't fuck with those people. Okay, they're doing it for a reason. They've already been fucked with. Okay, like you're not gonna come back in and be their stepdaddy again and like hit them and they're gonna get all like they're 6 years old again. Okay, people when they grow up out of being attacked don't play victim anymore, which is why they're out there saving the fucking victims. You know what I mean? They don't play victim anymore. There's no time. They're grown up now. Okay, so 12th house of endings terminated drugs and alcohol. Reap what you sow, Uranus energy, quick. When you walked away, it changed everything. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing right in people's faces. And now you're finally going to reap what you sow, and that's why they don't want you doing it. Because once you get a taste of this, they can't stop you anymore. Their intimidation tactics are over. That's why it's how 12th wow, 12th house of endings, supernatural qualities, Neptune. You're doing this for a reason. And I almost feel like some of these jobs, okay, that your karmics don't want you doing, nobody will do, right? So it's like the ones who do stand up and volunteer, like, hey, I'll do that job. And nobody else will. And you still have somebody that wants to fight you for that position. You don't think that the universe is going to defend you? Of course it is. No one is putting up their hand, but yet your little stalker crew, okay, keeps putting up their hands to try to block you from getting stuff, even though they're sitting on their ass not doing anything about their lives. Okay. So whatever you're expanding on, or whatever it is that you believe in or save or work for, or, the cause, whatever the cause is, keep doing it, because their little tactics are running out, and their shit talk sessions behind your back are growing thin. People are thinning out. And that's what I've noticed is people can hold a grudge. That's fine. But it's hard. It becomes more difficult for other people to hold grudges on you if you're not around, right? And like, oh, sure. Okay, so one person hates you. Of course, they're going to give other people the wrong idea about you. Your fucking enemies are going to hate you. That's what they're there for, okay? But you have people who care about you and are in your section like spirit for a reason, because the 3D world might not have your back, but the 5D world does. The 6D world does, right? There's other dimensions that do have your back. And these intimidating people, I'm going to puff my chest up and I'm going to come scream at you, right? Because they're used to that working, doesn't work with collective anymore, right? We're not bowing down and crying anymore because they're puffing and they're, like they're fucking gorillas, right? They don't ever do anything. They just puff it. And then they get all mad in the face and, but they don't fucking do anything. So it's like, how long are you going to watch fucking Mr. Puffet, right, in your face getting all red, but doesn't do anything? Like, are you going to keep those intimidation tactics as if that person is one day going to hurt you when they never fucking have? It's almost like, do it. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you. Right? And then that's where collective will get called psychos, right? Because you have these people threatening until finally you go, I fucking dare you to. I want you to fucking hit me in the face. I want you to do what you've been threatening for a fucking 100 years to do, but you won't because you're a bitch. And you're only threatening it because if you were actually going to do it, you would already fucking did it. And we would have been having this conversation about, your threats. I could threaten you right now. I could take you down. I could call the cops right now. Really? Is that why you're telling me about it while you got the phone in your hand? Like, if you were already going to do it, you already would have fucking done it. But you don't. You want to sit there and threaten. Those threatening tactics come from parenting. They really do. Your parents and your guardians and your authoritative figures around you that take advantage of kids and take advantage of situations are the ones that fuck people up in the long run, because then they think they can go out and do it. Oh, well, somebody intimidated me, so I'm going to go out and do it. Well, somebody fucked with me, so I'm going to go out and do it. Why? Can't you stop? Can't you just maybe bow down and put your ego down for a fucking second and not go hit somebody back because they hit you? Why don't you think about it for a minute? Why don't you go and fuck them over through their friends? Why don't you go fuck them over through somewhere else? Why don't you use your mind for a goddamn second and put your fists away? Because your fists are what's going to get you fucking arrested. Okay? Use your mind. You can fuck with that person every day and be nowhere near them. You got to think smart. You got to play smart. You got to fight smart. Because the people who are fighting you are not smart. They're angry and they're vicious. And they have one-sided attacks. Right? There's no strategy here. There's no team building. It's attack, attack, attack. Oh, we got a new person on our crew. Okay, you're attacking this person. Attack, attack, attack. Like, you can't just be having people attacking people for no fucking reason, because those people attacking people for no fucking reason are now going to get clapped back too. You can't have this little, army with you going around and hurting people that have no idea who the fuck you are or care about who you are or are doing anything to, if not minding their own business, for you to come up in their shit and start anything, right? So whatever these people are doing, they're so fucking far off of where they should be that's why they're in your face. Because they're not in their life. They're not living with their husbands that they keep taking selfies with. No. They're concentrating on you still. You gotta be careful with people who claim to be married. It doesn't matter how many selfies, how many Christmases. Why the fuck are they on social media? If they're married in a great life, why are they up there? Why? Because they're trying to show off. They're narcissistic. They want people to think that they're happy, right? They want to be a part of life. I want to be a part of the world. I want to be a part of social media. That has nothing to do with the fucking world. Nothing whatsoever. Social media is like the fucking... oh God, the shit level of any fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, you're on social media fucking trying to find friends and trying to find a life. Like, you couldn't be more farther off your path than you fucking tried. Being on there and getting a little entertainment, whatever, not the same as being glued to it and attacking people who have rights. Okay, the right to stand up for people, the right to help victims, okay, the right to be the hero in a situation. People have that right, okay, and the little fucking assholes who sit at home, okay, that are drinking and pretending to be married, all right, throwing their hate around the world, are not the ones that collective is ever going to end up with. So don't fucking worry about them anymore, okay? Those karmics, all those people that you broke up with, all those people you walked away from, you did it for a reason. They weren't good enough to be around you. Okay? And you can tell by how many now attack you for doing what you truly want to do in this world. right? Oh, they just want to be on TV. Oh, they just want a spotlight. No, maybe there are people on social media that actually use it for a reason, like to grow their business, okay, to promote the great path that they're doing with themselves if they go on tour. Like people, if they use it properly, okay, then no, they're not putting up pictures of their families and of their weddings. They're doing it to grow their fucking life. Okay, there are a lot of red flags when it comes to social media. There really is. It's just whether or not you see those red flags and you give a fuck about them, right? Because social media, again, like, I mean, I would be really worried if I was married and in a relationship with my husband glued to a phone. I would be really worried at that point in my life because I barely even look at my phone, right? Like the people that we choose to be with, always remember that if you've been with them for a while and you start to change your lifestyle up or you start to see the world, you start to open up, you will have even your partners laugh at you and turn around and call you crazy lady. Oh, now I'm married to crazy lady. Oh, I'm married to crazy lady who talks to the sun. Oh, I'm married to the crazy person who thinks that the trees are alive, right? You got to be like really careful with the people that you end up with and the people that you harbor with, because those people can be talking so much shit in their head about you while you're sitting right there, and they'll never say it to your face. Okay, you can be talking about this cause, free the dolphins. Oh, you're going to go to Australia and help PETA. Okay, they could be sitting there going, fuck you. You don't deserve to go anywhere. I deserve to go places. You deserve to go to a 9 to 5 and fucking work. And they're sitting there just like sipping their cup, smiling at you. Oh, yeah. Great. You plan to just go and shit all around the world, right? Where all of us hobos just sit at home and go to our jobs. Like, people are not happy for you. Okay, they're not. Even your family, okay, they do not have causes to fight for. Okay, they had kids that now they hate because they should never have had them. Okay, they have other problems in their life that collective who didn't make the wrong choices will never have to bear those burdens, which means we live in very different lives than even our own parents, because most of our parents had us through hate. Okay, nuclear families designed by hatred. Okay, it wasn't built by love. We weren't built through this beautiful factory of family love and creation. We were built off drunken, disgusting, alcoholic binges and fucking parents who fucked once a year and just happened to get pregnant. Okay, and just remember that all of your arch enemies that are looking right at you, smiling and having the greatest conversation ever, okay, come from those energies too. And the second you say you have something to believe in, the second you talk about something bigger than you and this little fucking world that you live in, you're going to throw people off. It's not going to be a good conversation. And you're going to think, wow, I got this new perspective and now I can talk and now I have something to say. People aren't going to feel you the way that you think, especially if they were around you this whole time and never spoke the way that you're speaking now, right? Like my family, I'm cuckoo brains. Okay, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They don't understand me. They make fun of me. They laugh at me. Okay, they don't even try to listen to me. I am cuckoo brains. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being delusional and the minds of people who can't expand enough to see that maybe I'm different. Right? Maybe collective is different. Maybe you're not like everybody. So why do they keep trying to put you in a fucking box like you are? It's ridiculous. If they just had their own lives and were happy with themselves, they wouldn't have any fucking problems with anybody. But they don't, because they hate themselves. And they married impotent men. And they, again, had children they didn't want. Okay? And their kids became assholes and they didn't want them. Oh, these aren't the kids I raised. Where are the kids I raised? Listen, mom, you were drunk for 9 years of the raised. Okay, so you don't get that person anymore because you don't even fucking know what happened. Like, your parents live in la-la lands, okay? And that's why they call you crazy, because their little la-la lands don't change. They stay the same every fucking day, every year, every decade. Their boats and their lies are the same. So why even compare yourself to it anymore? Why even think that you have anything to say to most of the people you know? Because guaranteed you, anything that you do say, even with me talking right now, you know how many people that if they weren't awake would call me crazy? Look at this crazy bitch yelling on the screen, blah, blah, blah. But anybody who's woken would be like, that's exactly how my family was. Because we know. I'm not pissing in a pot that nobody else is pissed in. Because we've all fucking been there. That's the reason why we do tarot readings, right? Because it's affirmations. It's things that people can hear that finally go, all right, that makes sense. I knew it, but I wasn't for sure that I knew that something was going on. But now I know for sure something wasn't right. And you might never find out all of the answers that spirit wants you to know and everything that people do to you. You'll never be able to find out that shit. And I think the reason why we don't find out mass majority of what people say, think, feel about us is because I think mentally it would get to you, right? Just like people say the comments get to them, right? And how rude people can be, because they really can. They're sitting around in lives that they created through hate, right? They're not going to like a bunch of collective dancing around on the screen, having a great day. Okay, they're going to call us crazy and stupid and nuts and nobody should listen to us while they're programmed in to like Orange Face or X or some type of other schemy fucking scam to get people to stare at their phones or some shit, right? So just remember, everybody has their vices, okay? And by you going out and doing something for people who are in danger, it's almost as if I can hear them going like, why do you have to make us all look bad? You're making us look bad. So remember, majority of your enemies don't want you doing things because it makes them look bad, because you look smoking hot or smoking amazing or like, fucking God himself just walked in, right? Making moves. Did you just hear that bark? Making moves that they could never even possibly imagine. And now they have to watch you. They have to watch you do it. Okay? So if you are fighting for a cause that you believe in, keep doing it, because all these people are doing are attacking your character because they can't be anything like you are. Nothing. They're garbage people. Their mouths probably smell like shit. Everything they say is poisonous. It's arsenic. It's got acid in it. Okay? They're making fun of people. They're shit talking people. They're looking at a sunny day and going, fuck you. Well, guess what? All of that darkness that they live in, they can go and fucking die in for all I care. But just leave collective out of it. Okay? Stand strong with what you believe in. Keep fighting for those missions, because you're reaping what you're sowing. Which means if you're doing mission and you're going out there and you're making a difference, anybody that says you are not a good person or whatever it is you're doing is not in good, everything you do comes back to you times 3. Everything. And even if you're not doing it to create good karma for yourself, you're just doing it because that's what you're being called to do, you're still going to reap what you sow. And all of those sending out hate and bullshit and darkness and interference, that is what they get back. Okay? So, and it's going to piss them off even more, because their lives that they live, they get clapped back with all that nasty energy while they're staring at a collective that's managed to be able to live a life protected and not give a fuck about what the grumpy asshole bastard in the corner has to say, because you're living, right? That fat, old, dyslexic, generic fucking bullshit of a person isn't collective. Which is why they want to fight collective. Okay? Because you're too good for them. You're too good for people. People are nasty. They're disgusting. They're gross. They hate people. Oh my gosh, I was sitting and I was practicing my tattooing because I want to do this. I want to do this permanent. I just drew this on with my left hand, but So I've been working on my sketching and my tattooing and everything. And I put on Matthew Good. I don't know if you know who Matthew Good is, but he's this Canadian artist, and he was a part of Matthew Good Band way back in the day. And I listened to one of his solo albums because he doesn't do Matthew Good Band anymore. He's actually on tour right now. I would have loved to see him. Oh my God, I would have went to Ottawa in a second to go see him, but I missed his show. Anyways, I put on this solo album by him today as I listened to it, and I ended up, okay, like, this is so emo. I ended up like with my head in my hands, listening to this song that I haven't heard in over 10 years and saying to myself, like, this is real music. Like, this is real. This isn't what somebody made up. This isn't Nicki Minaj. This isn't, you know, the world is dying. And if we don't get a hold of the real things, we're going to end up like everybody else, right? Enjoy the simplicity of how incredible and authentic you are, right? Don't give in to people because this is the fad and this is the trend and this is what we're doing. That's nice. Be original. Be yourself. Do what you want to do. And watch your friends, for one, scatter like roaches, because they're going to be way too intimidated to be hanging out with somebody who actually has their shit together for once, okay? And then watch your life change. You'll make better choices. You'll work at better places. You'll be in better energy. And you'll never think about those delinquents at the fucking pub ever again. When the lights come on, everybody's fucking ugly anyways. So might as well just stay home and drink on a like regular budget. Okay, like your enemies are not getting very far, because I think they already did enough damage, and it's irreparable damage. It's not damage that, you know, we can fix. You have to move on and act like it never fucking happened and find better people. Okay, I'm sorry, but if you have a good cause going on right now, like say you make meals for the homeless, or you deliver things, or you donate your time, and this bastard's sitting on his couch and thinking that he's better than you and that you're making him look bad. So you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, and you should just be sitting at home getting fat like them. Like, really? Really? Wow, thanks, Dad. You know, like, way to really fill people's cup up and make them feel good about the things that they're doing, right? Not, oh, because you're a piece of shit, you expect everybody else to be. Right. Okay. It's just so sad, people. Okay, Danny, what the heck are you saying? I have my darkness kind of dark because my eyes. My eyes! Jealousy because you doing it something when, oh, I thought you said my name right there. When in the meantime, they don't know what to do with their lives. Oh, Danny, we talk about these people every fucking day. They have no lives. They just sit around on their sofas with their phones in their hands. Fucking, well, what are they doing? What do you do? Like, when you, you know, you call somebody out on their Facebook page or something like that, you know, like, or putting in their, yes, false reports. Okay. They're sitting on their couches, placing false reports about people's Instagrams and their fucking YouTubes and their TikToks to try to get them shut down because they've got too much work on there and too many followers and they're making everybody else look bad. I mean, really, this is what we're dealing with. When did people get so bored? Like, what are you in prison? Like, why are you that bored? Go out, go for a walk, you know, instead of trying to shut people's Instagrams down and TikToks down because they have too many followers. Like, such a sad planet we've landed on. And I think it's always been pretty sad and petty since day one, you know? You just got to figure it out. You got to decode the messages as you go. Anyways, everybody, my new love is Matthew Good, and that's all anybody has to know. He's still a handsome man, too. I'm so proud to be Canadian with some of the best artists that are, like, real, not these fake fucking, oh. I'm sorry if you make music through a machine and not instruments, but goddamn, we need to bring instrumental music back. Oh man, one of the last concerts I saw was Jan Arden for Christmas with the Toronto Symphony. And then the year before, I watched the Bare Naked Ladies with the Toronto Symphony for a Christmas concert. And then the year before that, I did all those other, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. What the fuck is that? Oh, I don't know, this other Christmas band I watched, and they did this whole, oh my God, I love Christmas. But I love concerts. Concerts, oh my God, concerts. Such a dying breed. Especially like symphonies and instruments and like, okay. Let's go, people. Let's do this. My face is sweating right now. I don't know why. So it was filmed, the second one was filmed in Oshawa, where I grew up and was raised and born, where I saw Matthew Good for the very first time in concert. He played at the Scratch in Oshawa way back. It doesn't exist anymore. But damn, what the fuck? Oh, now my sister's home. Okay. Trickster. Okay, so you know how it changes, like he can appear as different people, he can appear as different things, some people just think he's this, nice little clown. But they fear Candyman. Okay, so I watched Candyman the other day because I hadn't watched it for a while. And the story on Candyman is that he was a slave and he was banging the slave guy's daughter and they were in love and she got pregnant and they wanted to get married and they killed him. And they covered him in honey so then he would die of bee stings. And then he comes back from the dead with people who fuck with him. And again with it, fucking with you. The devil's here, fucking with you. Birds, Alfred Hitchcock, the birds, they come in, pick everybody off, and leave. Ooh, the book, The Babadook. Okay, the way that I see this, okay, so if you're doing protection spells and reading up on some things, protecting yourself, doing some magic, your enemies, okay, are about to get attacked. If not, they already are getting attacked. They don't understand what's happening. Okay? I feel like whatever they've done, the devil has now turned against you. Okay? Which means he knows he can't tempt you. He knows, it sounds like Santa Claus. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. This isn't Santa. This is Satan. Santa and Satan almost spell like basically the same word. Okay, look that up. Okay, so maybe that's why I got Santa. But like the devil knows that he can't put you in devices anymore, which means he has no control of you, which means now he can't fuck with you. So what can he do? Fuck with the people who are fucking with you. Okay? Or find people to fuck with through you. This is almost like learning how to defend yourself because you know that something's there, although you can't see it. It doesn't mean it's not like directly affecting your fucking life. Okay? So the way that I see this is it's perhaps that you do have a nasty little enemy out there. That possibly their parents didn't let you date. You know, like this could be younger. We could be going back to like grade school or something like that. And like, I don't know, maybe you like the only black kid in school, or maybe you were the only white kid in school, depending on the area that you were in. Okay. I mean, it could be something like that. It could be like some type of taboo that you weren't supposed to, or your parents, somebody saw you weren't supposed to do, you know, but you did it anyways. And now they fucked with you so bad that nobody can do anything anymore. You know, like the devil can't, you escaped. You got away. So now anybody that is caught in the crossfire almost is going to go down. You know what I mean? Like, so this is the universe. This is basically Satan going after your enemies. That's what I feel like. In bursts, in large bursts, okay? Appearing as other things, okay? Appearing as single people ready to mingle, right? Safe investments, stuff like that. And you're kind of just going to be safe and tucked away because of what it is that you're doing. I mean, this only will really make sense if you're actually doing magic. Is if you're doing magic for sure, then the devil is fucking with some people around you, like big time. And he can't get into you anymore. And it's almost going to be like, you know, it's not always a good thing because he could be in people that you're sleeping with. He could be in people that are right beside you, but he can't get into you. There's the Blair Witch. I'm holding the Blair Witch the whole time in my hand. And what is she? She can't get into anybody. All she can do is chase people around and scare them. So if the devil can't scare you, he's scaring people around you, which is going to make you look badass. It's going to make you look, and you know, people around here, like I said, even in my own family though, people around here think I'm crazy. Okay? Because out of me and my sister, somebody had to be the crazy one so we don't get fucked with, right? And it just happened to be, okay, fine, I'll do it. I'm fine with it. I can yell pretty loud, right? So I'm the crazy one. Everybody thinks I'm crazy. Everybody. And you would think that when people think ill of you or like, you know, that's not how I am, I'm not like that. Always remember that like the more people fear you, okay, if you're vulnerable, the way better off you are that they won't fuck with you. Okay? The devil will fuck with you in so many different ways. The second you bust out your wallet, the second you say, oh, I've got this under control and nothing ever happens to me. Don't tempt fate. Okay? Be walking around all cocky like nothing's ever going to touch you because it fucking will to break you. Okay? So this is somebody definitely, you know, some of your enemies getting clapped at. Some of your enemies, and like now that I got the Blair Witch, I'm like, people are going to be chased in their houses. People are going to be scared. And you know what? They deserve it. If they are, I feel like people are getting fucked with entity-wise, like apparitions and shit showing up in their house, chasing them around. And the thing is now they're going to be called crazy. They spend all this time calling you crazy. They spend all this time attacking you, saying everything you were reading up on and how crazy you were, and you don't have to put protection spells up. How crazy are you? You're a fucking witch and blah, blah, blah. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Devil can't touch you. It's going to go right after them. Oh, are you too cool to put up protection spells and believe in magic, even though now you're going to lose your fucking house? Too cool, right? Too cool? Oh, you're not cuckoo enough. Oh, that's right. You're not crazy. Well, if you're not crazy, you're not a part of collective, because collective is crazy. Okay? Because we see things, we deal with things. Nobody else wants to, because everybody else walks around like they're fucking blind. Well, guess what? Collective has their eyes open and their third eye open. Okay, looking with three eyes, not walking around like this. Oh, I can't see, when really all they have to do is open up their eyelids. Can you not see, or are you acting like you can't so you can be ignorant to everything that's going on around you, right? Ignorance is not bliss. We know this. We know this. Okay, so your enemies are going to be scared. Okay, I feel like a lot of them are probably on their last limbs, probably don't have very much longer to live, stuff like that. And now they're going to get haunted by you and the ghost of you and everything that happened with you, because they didn't want to believe you. I don't know what it is you told them. I don't know, but there was something you saw and there was something you went through and nobody fucking believed you. Nobody wanted to believe you. And it's one of those things. Well, fine. You don't want to believe somebody for going through something, then guess what? You're probably going to have to go through it because you don't believe that anybody else went through it, right? That was my stepmother. If she didn't go through it, then you didn't go through it. And if she didn't know anything about it, then you were to shut your mouth because she didn't want to look stupid, because she was very deaf, dumb, blind idiot. Okay, and you couldn't make her look dumb or blind or stupid because it'll pull out her pride too much, her little ego. Okay, so the people who, you know, you pulled out their pride and their ego, the devil, I don't know. It's not like I'm feeling as if you and the devil are going to become best friends or anything like that, because I definitely know that that's not the message. But what the message is that if the devil can't fuck with you, then it seems like he's going to fuck around with the people around you. Okay. And again, trickster and a lot of it. Okay. So if you've got enemies out there that you've been naturally protecting yourself against, it's almost like the devil's got a list of your enemies and he's going after them. And it's not like he's trying to do you a favor. Don't get that. Okay. He's not doing you a favor. But he knows that there are weak, vulnerable people around you that he can control. Therefore, why fuck with you, who he can't get into, when he can just go fuck with your friends? Right? So, anyways, like I said, my sister's home, so I got to go chill with her for a minute before she goes out and Sunday night happens. So I might be back to do another reading, but if not, thank you everybody for being here. All right, thank you for liking the video and for sending your telepathic questions in my way. Okay, always remember we do have the 13th moon going on right now. Okay, Zodiac Tarot by me, Whitney Moonshine, on YouTube as our sister channel. Okay, doing the zodiacs every day, so check that out if you want to. And we do have personal readings going on through the holidays, so if you're down on your luck and down on the season, Moonshine's got a beautiful reading for you. Okay. And if not, just enjoy. All right. Loving times. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you to some new faces that we saw. Okay. Cecilia. Good luck. Who else we got here? Oh yeah. Good luck. You've been around, eh? Oh, thank you very much, everybody. I'm glad you enjoyed this. All right, we'll see you all again. All right, Michael, Wayne, what up, everybody? Okay, peace out and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. All right, word to your mothers, everybody.